Is there a reason you don't own AstroBot yet? Why don't you own it? Why? Why don't you own it? It's a great game. Just ignore the logical reasons, such as the PS5 not really being worth it, and it being kind of expensive, and we're also in the middle of a recession. Just ignore all those. In my opinion, this game is the definitive solution, or at least part of the solution, to Sony's issues that I just mentioned. More specifically, the PS5 not being worth it issue. Just take a look at this list. Look at this. What is this? So many of these games are just RPGs or third-person games with a lot of cutscenes. That's not a bad thing in the slightest. I like some of the games on here. But that's it? I go over to the competitor and they have like a million things. The PS5 released 4 years ago. Wait, what? 4 years ago? And this is it? Believe it or not, this video is about AstroBot. Oh my god. I don't think I've ever had this much fun with video game in years. There is so much life, charm, and joy put into everything in this game, from the animations to the level design. It all screams passion that the devs loved making this game. Each level has a new gimmick that shows you something new and interesting, and it'll always keep you entertained. There are so many collectibles to collect in this game, and they all have meaning, because when you collect something, it goes to the hub world, which you get to use and interact with. You can even give them items, which gives you a cute little animation, which is awesome. It's a nice callback to these characters. And this goes for every single one of them. Like, look at all these franchises. Whoops, sorry, looks like they aren't actually real. The CEO said we don't have any, sorry. This game does something that I wish more platformers did, where you could spend your precious coins to get a bird that locates collectibles for you that you missed on your first playthrough of the level, because I'm gonna be honest, I have no clue where some of these are. I think my favorite level would have to be the casino level. I love this level. Why are casino levels so good in almost every game? Sonic in this, it's incredible. I think my favorite little thing this game has are the little objects that they have around, because there's a lot of them. It just feels good to just run through a million tiny objects like gems or something. Whoever came up with this is a genius. The bosses and mini-bosses were extremely well designed as well. I don't think I had a single encounter that I hate, and all of them I thoroughly enjoyed. That doesn't happen that often. It really doesn't. There's always at least one boss you can't fuck it. I'm just showing the one boss though to avoid spoilers, because you should see some of these bosses. By getting the game, you animal. I'm struggling to think of any negatives for this game. I don't really have footage of this, but sometimes when you call the little dudes to do a job, they don't all spawn, so you just have to kind of unpause it and then pause it again. But that's like a very minor inconvenience. It's not really anything to write off about. Doesn't really kill the game. I really can't think of that many negatives, so let me know in the comments what you think if there's any negatives. I will read them. I always read them because I have nothing better to do with my life. This is also the part where I tell you to subscribe, but I mean, I don't really want to. I went into this game expecting a really good game, and I came out with scars on my face because I got punched in the face from how good it was. This was an amazing time, and it's an outstanding masterpiece that I would dare say even rivals Mario. I never got bored once, and I was incredibly sad when it ended. I don't think I've been sad since the game ended in years. I wanted to play more desperately, but it was over. But even though it's over, I am extremely happy that I played it. AstroBot is something different. It's something that barges in and says, hey, look at me. It's something new that gives people more of a reason to buy your console. I don't think many people buy a console for just one game unless it's really damn good. I mean, some people do. I don't think people are going to go outside and get a PS5 for AstroBot. Some might, but I don't think it's a majority. But what I think this is something that Sony needs more of. This is one of those games that adds a reason to buy a console. Let's say someone wanted a PS5 exclusive, but they only wanted one thing on the console. They might not get it because of that one thing. Boom, AstroBot. Now that's another reason. The more reasons you give someone to buy your console, the more chances are they'll buy the console. And when they buy the console, they'll also might expand to other games that are already on the console. If you only have RPGs and third-person cutscene games and nothing else, and someone's not really interested in them, then they're not really going to buy your console. Your console needs more stuff. The PS5 is already selling amazing. It would sell so much more if you give people more options in their games. I don't even mean make another platform. We already have one. I'm just saying try something new, or bring back one of your many franchises that you say you don't have to add flavor to your console. This was a video about AstroBot, believe it or not.